Alright, so this is a suggestion via donation. The name of the video is New York dumped more than 2,500 subway cars into the ocean. And this is what happened 20 years later. This is coming from the channel The Noctis. Let's check it out.
Hi there, welcome to Noctis on YouTube. Have you ever imagined an unusual sight where 1,000
Okay, so they're making Reefs.
subway cars from New York lie at the bottom of the sea? Then from these cars, beautiful artificial coral reefs are formed.
Bro, that's
It
smart.
may sound nonsensical.
No, that's smart.
However, this crazy idea was proposed as a solution to several problems at once.
I mean, think about it, bro. We have to get rid of them anyway. Like, once they get too old and decrepit, what can we do? We can actually utilize them to create some type of artificial reef. And the fact that they're doing that is absolutely great.
Before we delve further, it's important to note that New York is one of the cities in the United States and is among the most densely populated cities in the world.
Yes.
Its density and high level of activity necessitate a transportation system capable of carrying many passengers quickly. Hence, the subway was created as a public transportation system with numerous lines. The New York subway itself traverses routes in Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx. This public transportation is owned by the New York City government and leased to the New York City Transit Authority, which is an affiliate of the Metropolitan Transportation Authority, or MTA. The New York subway system is one of the oldest public transportation systems in the world.
Bro, is that what it used to look like? I've never seen this image. And I grew up here, guys, right? The thought of this being an actual thing in the subway is craziness. But I guess it makes all the sense in the world. I mean, listen, they're people carriers, guys. At the end of the day.
New York subway system is one of the oldest public transportation systems in the world, first opened on October 27, 1904. Currently, the New York subway has 472 operating stations. This public transportation system has operated 24/7 every day throughout its history, except in emergencies and disasters.
Right.
The average speed of these trains reaches 17.4 miles per hour, or about 28 kilometers per hour. Meanwhile, its maximum speed reaches 55 miles per hour, or 89 kilometers per hour. The New York City subway also becomes the busiest rapid transit system in the Western Hemisphere and the 11th busiest rapid transit system in the world. In 2023 alone, it was recorded that the subway had carried 2,027,286,000 passengers. Even on October 29th,
I mean, those are probably the ones that actually paid. Because keep in mind, there's absolutely an epidemic of people just jumping over and taking fares.
2015, more than 6.2 million people rode the subway.
And they're not registered.
This made it the highest daily ridership since ridership has been regularly monitored since 1985. However, like everything else, when a subway train is deemed old and no longer fit for operation, it must be retired. There's a unique way the MTA handles these New York City subway cars, by sinking them into the ocean. From 2001 to 2010, the MTA sank 2,580 cars to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean along the coasts of New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, South Carolina, and Georgia. However, the idea of using subway cars as artificial reefs was first proposed in the 1990s by an environmentalist named Jack Moyer. Moyer saw the potential of the sturdy and durable subway car structures, making them suitable as homes for various marine species.
Guys, really quickly, I understand this sounds like a really great idea. I'm glad they're doing something like this. But I just thought of something while listening to this here. I personally think what we really should be looking to do is make these structures, being that they're made out of steel and they're extremely sturdy, they can be used to house homeless. They can, I'm sure, with like the slightest amount of upgrades or changes to them, at the very least, there could be rooms set up and made out of these structures. We are suffering through a housing crisis, and any structure that could be used to house a person should, in fact, be looked into. Specifically, yes, right? Now, in New York, I'm not going to say that this should be done on Long Island because it's almost impossible, or anywhere near Long Island City or Manhattan or any of the 5 boroughs. Maybe somewhere upstate New York, this can in fact work. Yes, it could. Just trying to think of other usages that we could actually use them for still, right? And these absolutely would definitely stand up to any type of wind rating that's required, probably more so than most of the houses that people live in the United States of America anyway, right? Being that they're made out of steel. I think that should be, and definitely could be an option to house specifically the homeless. Or just lower income people that want to kind of downsize their overall environment.
With the support from the MTA and various governmental bodies, the project materialized after a series of negotiations and trials. This project is remarkable as it aims to create artificial coral reefs that can serve as habitats for marine life. Moreover, it has created new thriving habitats for various marine flora and fauna, such as bass, tuna, mackerel, flounder, tautog, blue mussels, barnacles, anemones, and many more in what used to be barren areas in the ocean. The project has also helped restore marine ecosystems in several areas around the United States, especially in the oceans surrounding New York City. Before being sunk to the ocean floor, these subway cars must undergo a rigorous preparation process at the 207th Street Overhaul Shop in Inwood, Manhattan.
They're going to strip everything.
After arriving at the shop, workers remove various components from the cars such as glass, seats, signage boards, wheels, and petroleum products like oil and fuel.
Yeah, sometimes those seats are not actually removed, and then people end up finding them while doing all types of diving, guys, right? Accidentally. They think that some plane went down. In fact, they forgot to remove these seats. So don't think that it's always done adequately, guys, all right?
This is to prevent them from polluting the marine ecosystem when the cars are placed on the ocean floor. What remains are the car frames, approximately 15.5 meters long and 2.7 meters wide. Window and door holes are intentionally left open to allow seawater to flow through the cars.
Yeah, that can definitely be used to house a couple of people, bro. Like, even if it's like a communal living where each one of these cars are separated into like multiple segments, and there's a room with the bed, bro. All right. And then one large structure built specifically for like bathrooms and kitchens and things. I think that could potentially work. Just a theory, obviously.
After the dismantling and cleaning process is completed, the next step is to transport these cars using barges through the Harlem River to the sinking locations along the Atlantic coast. The cars are sunk in groups, each containing 30 units. Due to their large size and heavy weight, it's uncertain how the cars will land on the ocean floor. Sometimes one car's end might collide with another. In a short time, the metal surfaces of these subway cars become ideal new homes for various marine organisms. These cars are also covered with seaweed and coral reefs consisting of 30 to 40 invertebrate species, shrimps, crabs, and marine worms. Their presence has provided abundant food sources for the fish inside. It's estimated that the food around these artificial reefs is 400 times more plentiful than the sandy seabed around them. This is highly beneficial, especially for slow-moving fish that struggle to find shelter. Apart from subway cars, various other objects are also used as artificial reefs on the U.S. East Coast. In Delaware, for example, there are at least 14 artificial reefs scattered in its waters. To build these artificial reefs, the United States has used 89,000 concrete products, 9,000 tons of tire units, 86 military vehicles, and decommissioned ships.
Okay.
Furthermore, one of the best diving spots in the United States is a destroyer ship belonging to the U.S. Navy, the USS Arthur W. Radford. The ship, which had been in operation for nearly 30 years, was sunk in 2011. The sinking project of the 171-meter-long Arthur W. Radford ship was a joint effort among 3 states: Delaware, New Jersey, and Maryland. The existence of these artificial reefs from subway cars play a crucial role, especially amid the threat of climate change damaging natural coral reefs. Artificial reefs have proven capable of restoring lost habitats, enhancing biodiversity, and supporting conservation efforts. However, the construction of artificial reefs must consider various important factors such as size, proper placement locations, and most importantly, the selection of environmentally friendly materials.
Like, I mean, for the sake of the environment, I get it. It makes all the sense in the world, but I still am going to probably say, how about this, bro? Let's split it, right? Half affordable housing, slightly affordable housing, let's say, and the other half could be used for reefs.
The stainless steel New York City subway cars are deemed suitable for long-term use as artificial reefs. Unfortunately, many also believe that this project will have negative impacts on the environment. Some cars, especially those made of stainless steel, are more susceptible to corrosion than previously estimated. Different water conditions at each sinking location also affect the cars' durability. Some experts also warn that contaminated car parts may pollute the marine ecosystem.
Yeah, that would be the main concern.
Despite this, many remain optimistic about the future of these artificial reefs. Over time, these subway cars will become more integrated with their surrounding ecosystems. Coral reefs and various other marine plants will grow and strengthen the structure, creating a more diverse habitat. Although these subway cars are no longer in operation as public transportation carrying millions of passengers, their sinking into the ocean will become underwater monuments capable of maintaining the balance of marine ecosystems and likely becoming a new destination for divers in the future.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, they're definitely going to scare the life out of someone when they see it in 1,000 years. Guys, I'm telling you this right now, they'll be like, bro, was there a civilization of people who rode trains down here? Right? I mean, specifically if information gets lost, because I'm not sure that this is like widely spread information. I think I've encountered something like this before. To be exact, I encountered a story of someone who found random seats underneath the ocean, and then come to find out it was literally a subway car or like a train car. Maybe not a subway car, but a train car. So I kind of had the idea that that was something that was obviously being done, just didn't know that it was so widespread. And again, I'm still gonna go ahead and promote that we should definitely be using it for some type of housing. Bro, we have too many people and not enough houses. Okay, and I'm sure there would be a lot of people that would say, listen, I don't care. I'll take 600 square feet, bro. It's fine. Give me a bed. Charge me a decent price, a fair price for the size, right? And we're good. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people that would literally do this, specifically the people who are now getting into like tiny homes. They would love that type of thing, bro. Right? Like, think about all the people who spend all this ridiculous amount of money, all right, to buy a loft inside of an old broken down warehouse, bro. These people would love it. Sell it to them. They have a lot of money. Okay. I'm telling you. But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. Guys, before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.